As a boy, he was always different. No one understood him. No one could control him.
From Gottlieb, Pinball.
But now, it's a new beginning. The beginning of the end.
Every town has an Elm Street.
We're going to start this combo video with a game that's actually not quite done because when it is finished, I'm not going to be here. I'm going away for the weekend.
Yes! Party at TNT!
So I thought I would show you some of the progress on Nightmare on Elm Street because the playfield's basically done. I thought we'd start under here because this is always a highlight. So a lot of people say, oh, you don't show enough underneath the machines. We have decked this. This is a System 3 game, and it's been decked out with all LEDs below the playfield. We've also rebuilt the flippers. You have to now. Oh! Yeah. With new plungers and links, coil sleeves, and end-of-stroke switches, all of which you can get from Steve Young at Pinball Resource. He's also unplugged all of the micro switches that have plugs on them and burnished. See, I'm using the little finger. See? He's burnished the silver leg because it's the silver leg that's our problem. We've also, on all the up kickers, put new sleeves in. You have to change the sleeve and spring on all the up kickers on the System 3s. And that's it. There's nothing else to it. I mean, simple stuff. Oh, there's a third flipper here. Almost forgot there. Right. Oh, here. No, here. Is that our... Oh, well, this one, we did put a new end-of-stroke switch, but that one rarely flips. And that is because it's hooked up to a really unique gadget called look, the claw flipper. It only activates one time. We have, the bottom is made out of steel, and these are plastic. We've put 3 new, made them ourselves. Who? That funny-looking boy. You know who's been working on this if you've been watching the videos. Tony.
No, who made the claw?
I'm not sure who. Steve made the claw, okay.
Give credit where it's due.
Jesus God.
Well, it wasn't you.
That feature's very clever. Also, this has another claw save. You see this affair? It only bursts up once, blocks the ball and kicks it up enough to hit your flippers. It's activated by a second end-of-stroke switch here. That switch activates that puppy. We have new cabinet switches. Now, notice what's missing. The rails. The rails were ugly. Not like me, but...
As most System 3 rails are.
Ugly System 3 rails. After 20 years, they get ugly. They get worn or...
I think you should make a phone call.
Should call Gottlieb, right? But I don't have to because Steve Young makes them. And they'll be here tomorrow, but I will be gone. I'll be going to Syracuse, New York, and I will be making the movie show, the film show at Syracuse.
Party at TNT this weekend.
You'll be able to see it. Let's look at some other things. We've got new drop targets and stickers from Steve. He sells them. We also got a brand new... brand new soles, the Hall of Souls, right? Is that what these are called? Hall of Souls. He makes these rubber things brand new. He made a boat-ass load of them. We will never run out of them again. And of course, we've changed the coil sleeve because Freddy talks and he vomits the ball out. Now, inside, you can't see, we have red LEDs. We color coordinated the LEDs. We have 3 different flash lamps, LED flash lamps. We have white, we have red, and blue. The white are super bright. Look how bright they are. And then we have red, of course, if we have a red one, and then highlight it. This one looks yellow because the white one is flashing through a yellow tube. But this house is lit with white. Very, very bright. We have a brand new back glass Mylar. We changed the black T-molding to blood red. Is that appropriate? And we have LEDs and flash lamps where necessary. These are the flash lamps. Frank, I'm not pointing badly, am I? That's not so bad. Here, let's look back here. Frank did these boards, right? Who was you?
Might have been.
Well, we have the lithium battery, the capacitors, like capacitors.
Where's the script supervisor?
We really need to get a script supervisor.
You just have to remember your friggin' lines.
I remember enough. I thought I remembered enough of my lines. Thought I did. Anyway. Some neat features, other features on this game. Freddy uses a series of optics to detect where the ball is, including one that's in front of the boiler room that goes up and down. So, and all the optics are ice cold, so you have to reheat them. There's also optics inside him in the bottom. What happens to get the ball in there, there's a hole back here that the ball drains to, and courtesy of this diverter here, actually I think you have to see it this way. See this diverter? When the ball comes shooting around here, the diverter clicks and throws the ball into Freddy. You can also lob the ball in there by accident. If you don't shoot it quite hard enough, it'll drop in on its own. However, this diverter also provides another feature. Not only does it go into the hole here, in this direction, when it's flipped, if you shoot the ball around, it will land in this tube and fire it over here. So that diverter actually diverts in two different directions. It was a very clever use of that. He also, Gottlieb also incorporated some switch targets around here to earn extra points too, and activate and then accelerate the ball. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. They have a very clever feature. Your slingshots, if they start to vibrate, or we call it machine gun, the computer detects it and shuts off the slingshot so the coil does not burn up. And then it'll turn them back on when the next ball comes up. If it starts to vibrate again, it turns them off. Obviously, the easy way to fix a vibrating flipper, or a vibrating slingshot, is just to make the rubber more spongy in front, like that. See? Fixed. Fixed. Of course, you want to make sure your posts are tight. Now, in this case, when the boys overhaul these, they take all the posts off and they're cleaned with Simple Green in the sink. They're soaked. And then we look at them, and if they're cracked, if they have even a little hairline crack, they're changed. We put new ones in. So we have bought hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds,
Probably hundreds of thousands,
of
I would
posts
say.
from Steve Young. As a matter of fact, I called him the other day. It was funny. I put this order in, and I said, "Gosh, Steve, it's not a big order." And he says, "Not a big order. It's $600." So I said, "Well, it didn't seem big." So we put a lot of stuff. Let's try a real quickie game. Your skill shot is available. This diverter is open, and this will lob itself pretty much in the boiler room. You'd have to be a really horrible pinball player not to get it in there. See? This opens up like that and lets you go into immediate multi-ball. Isn't that nice? Of course, all these features can change. It depends on what is lit at the time. Now, let's see. Here, let's see what we'll do. Here we go. Open. There are a lot of other features on the game. Let's see, here we go. Let's see if that's on. The mystery is, it didn't turn on that. Sometimes your mystery is the claw. You have a lot of other mysteries. We put a color changer in the TV. You'll notice I'm playing this game using the new the pinky flip. Okay, we got our Freddy mode. We're going to get the extra ball first. To get the extra ball, there we go. Just hitting that purple light. Our shoot again is lit. When you finally spell claw, that's when it activates the big claw here. But you have to operate it with a button. It shows little elements and clips from the movie. Very, very nice. use of this machine. Alright, now we're in Nightmare 3 here. You know, they had a problem with Williams' Pinmation because Rudy was copyrighted for the ball going into his mouth and him throwing it up. However, they were able to adjust it and change the copyright, or they didn't break the copyright law because, in fact, the ball never goes into Freddy's mouth. Instead, he throws it up. It goes into him from underneath. So apparently that was far enough away from copyright infringement. I might have mentioned that in another video. I do have another YouTube video up showing more gameplay and such. So once again, when you roll around like that, see it goes around the loop. Or if you go this way, it goes the same way. But when that diverter is in operation, it can divert it right into Freddy.
Too much iron in my diet.
Too much iron in his diet. And if it goes this way, then you go into that other lane. Oh, come on, Frank, let me get that.
Let's get this show on the road.
Like that. Like so. We really should go more detail, but this is a combo video. And Frank, to be honest with you, I got to get the heck out of here.
That makes two of us.
Wrap it up. Two of us. I'm going to tip that baby out. Isn't that nice? What a nice game.
Cool theme.
Yes, it's a very great, really great licensing theme for sure. Cabinet has been beautyized. Of course, we're
How do you spell that?
Beautyized. I'm not sure what the spelling of that is. We have 8-Ball Champ. Maybe you guys will get started on that. The Bonsai Run has to get started on too. Oh, look. Haven't done a video on a blackout yet. Playfield's done. Backglass needs major work. But when we're done, you'll be in shock. And look what just came in teed off. And you know what? Farrah is going to Canada tomorrow after I leave. Here's one you've never seen. A Bullseye 301. Beautiful Playfield. Look at that. It's a dark theme game. And it's made by... no, this is made by Grand Products. Here's the backglass.
Ooh.
The GP Corporation. And look, they had to add a speaker because this was an 8-ball, a chime coil 8-ball that they put this kit into. So if somebody buys it, it's on the website and you'll see that. Also on Monday, when I get back, you'll see Dig Dug. That little cabaret, we still got a lot of work to do to it.
It's going to be really hard to work on it 4 hours away in New York.
The Cinefest, that's tomorrow. But of course, by the time you see this video, I will have returned from the Cinefest. I'll do a video on that too. And a pair of Arctic Thunders. You better get these done while I'm gone. Our last Terminator cabinet is fixed. Black is painted. Still lots to do on that. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's a perfect opportunity. We are wiring in the new lighting circuits. But this gives you an opportunity to see the bottom. Jason hasn't done anything to this. This is kind of awful, isn't it? Yes.
Throw rubber on it. Throw it chopped.
Top is done. Ooh, this is going to be another beauty. Somebody saw our Haunted House video we posted a few months ago, Frank, and they liked it so much that they are going to put a deposit down for the next one that comes in. This one is already sold. So, you know, everything back here is sold. You know what, Frank? Maybe I won't make this a combo video. Maybe I'll just put this up the way it is, just so everybody can see it. As a matter of fact, earlier today, I filmed that Aero Fighter that came in. Let me show you that clip. Well, we have to show you this game. We picked this up from a campground, and the vendor actually had this in location, was set on a quarter of play. And how's that for a picture? Now that's the best picture we could get. But wait until you see what's inside. Marla, you did come in. Good morning, sweetheart. Come right in here. she's doing the party later tonight. You know, you can have a private party here. Anyway, look. Chris has informed us that this is the tube for a Wells Garner. But the vendor would have none of that. So he stuck this chassis in. That doesn't focus right. But it does still light the tube. And then this, instead of very complicated capacitors, are used to regulate the
boost of voltage.
The boost of voltage for the line. This is what you find when you open these machines up. It's rather lovely, isn't it? Anyway, I thought you might like to see it. Anyway, we are going to convert it back to a Wells Garner and see if the picture's okay. If not, we'll have to change the tube. But the good news is, so that's not actually that bad, Frank. I mean, when you think about
We'll at least make 25 cents a week.
Look, you can sort of see what's going on. That's worth a quarter. See, look. You can still see a lot. I like it. But the good news is, this will keep people from breaking in to take all the quarters that this is going to make. So much for that. Let's get back. Oh my gosh. Isn't it amazing what people do to this stuff, Frank?
Hacking at its best.
Oh, one last thing. Then we're done. And then we'll make this video tonight. We're not going to wait. Tony this is a customer overhaul, and he watches our videos all the time. Just so he sent us 4 pinballs to do. This is going to be the crown delight. This was so filthy. We had to put a new ball on. We have a new ball. You can see Tony has done purple, green. We have clear here with color changers. This will be the nicest of all. Here are our ramps where he's going to try to finish this by. We're going to try to get this. Poor guy's been waiting and waiting.
Yeah, but you know what? It'll be worth the wait when it's done.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at the difference between incandescent and LED. Listen, I was not Mr. LED. I was so against it.
It took us forever to get you away from a rotary dial phone to a push button.
Anyway, LEDs really are the way to go. Okay? They really are. So, I am, remember, my bulb guy. I buy the bulbs. Oh, people ask, I buy Mylar from Amusement Emporium, and the light bulbs I was buying, the regular incandescent from them, they were the cheapest for those products. He says, you don't buy any light bulbs anymore. I said, I still buy some, but very few, because most people want the LEDs. There's no reason not to get it. Oh, I see, Frank, you got the computer apart. The Arctic Thunder?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Frank is in the process of putting brand new hard drives. We can't do flash ROM on Arctic Thunder. Is that because it's a Windows 2000?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
New power supplies.
Yeah. But we do new power supplies.
Power supplies.
Somebody said we're putting in crap power supplies. Why would they say? I mean, we buy the best stuff you can buy. You know. I don't know. I don't understand some people. Then again, I do.
Okay,
Anyway,
say goodnight.
We're gonna say goodnight, and look. Next week when I return, we're going to have a lot of games ready for filming, aren't we, Frank? I'm going to leave you in charge. Who can I leave?
Kurt.
Kurt. It's 8:20 and there's no Kurt. Actually, come back. I got to show you. Come back here. Let me show you what I'm doing. This is why I can't do anymore. More games going out. Look at this. These are the films. Well, I got to get all this stuff done.
I am really glad I'm not you right now.
Dolby Digital. Oh gosh, Frank. A lesser man would break down. Good night.
Great graphics.